1 Corinthians 1, verse 23. But we preach Christ crucified, a stumbling block to Jews and folly to Gentiles. We preach Christ crucified. Why is Jesus crucified a stumbling block to the Jews? Well, because they were looking for a Messiah who would come with great power. The guy who would kick the Romans out back across the Mediterranean to where they belonged. The guy who would establish an earthly kingdom right there in Jerusalem. And Christians proclaimed, hey, he's the Messiah. He's the king. Look at him reign right there on the cross. See his crown of thorns? He's the king. That's a stumbling block. And to Gentiles? Well, the Greeks always were looking for what they called wisdom. Remember how St. Paul says in Acts 17 that the Greeks do nothing all day in Athens but try to learn something new, something different. They're always trying to get wisdom. And wisdom doesn't look very much like a man hanging dead on a tree being proclaimed as salvation for the entire world. This looks like a stumbling block. And furthermore, it's not like just Paul mentioned it once when he preached to them. Oh no, he actually says in chapter 2, verse 2, I decided to know nothing among you, nothing, except Jesus Christ and him crucified. It's one of the reasons that I treasure the crucifix in our churches. It holds before our eyes that stumbling block, that image of the one who is there on the cross with absolute power and with great wisdom, but not like the power of this world and not like the wisdom of this world. His power is that he can give his life in the place of all. And his wisdom is that he chooses freely to do it in accord with his Father's will. Here is the wisdom of God, Jesus Christ crucified. And when I look at the cross, when I look at the crucifix, that's exactly what I see. Some people say, well, isn't that awfully Catholic? I mean, he's not on the cross anymore. To which I always respond, you know what? He's not in the manger anymore, and you got absolutely no problem putting that baby Jesus in the manger and looking at him, right? No, it's looking at the man on the cross that's painful, and it hurts, because you know why he's there. He's there for your sin and mine. But that's where our sin was taken away. And so St. Paul knew nothing better to do than to constantly hold up that picture of Jesus Christ crucified for the sins of the world. He knew it was the power of God that saves those who believe. If you want to learn more about Christ crucified, click the link in the description below.